Danes се само за процедување. Добро вечер на сите. Ви благодарам за често да бидам дел од овој голем настан. И горда сум што ја земам наградата во името на татко ми Славе Катин. Бев замолена од метод да се I have to switch in English, that's what I was asked, so I'm going to do that. And so I'm just going to say a few things about my father's work and my father's books. And I will start probably with this. When I was very young, my paternal grandmother, Sandra, she used to say to me, Chupin, that was her word. She would say, the moment you grab the handle of a suitcase, it will be impossible for you to let go. And so this was my grandmother's idea of motion and immigration. This was her metaphor of immigration, I guess. But it's an unwritten rule for my family, and I believe for many of you in this room here. And so you see, the central piece of my father's work is basically the diaspora and immigration. So he's collecting all of those stories. I call my dad a Macedonian, I call him a Jedi of the Macedonian diaspora. And if you're wondering, how many books, the number is incredible. 61. 61 published books. So many articles in here. Thank you very much. And so a lot of written articles and reports and all of that, but when I think about the 61 books that my father wrote, I'm thinking about so many endless hours for him sitting by the typewriter. This was in the beginning. That's why I grew up with the sound of the typewriter. And afterwards with the computer, obviously. So all these hours just sitting and writing about the Macedonian diaspora, researching and contributing to the Macedonian cause. This is, whatever he did was, work of love and dedication. And I'm going to remind myself because it was a nice sentence here. Yes, I was going to say that if you look at his books, they're actually a priceless collection of facts that I have to say no other Macedonian has ever done in terms of continuity and volume. So it will be very simplistic to say that my father was only a publicist or a writer. I also want to recognize his work being actively there to bridge the diaspora with the government of Macedonia. And I'm going to kind of give you sort of like a list of the things that he has done. I don't know if there are any Canadians here, but the church St. Clement in Toronto, my father was the general secretary in 1978, so he started there. He was fighting for the Ohrid Lake with the Smithson Foundation from Washington and also the Hydrobiološki Zavod. He worked as an editor and writer for the very famous and prestigious at that time magazine called Macedonia. I still remember the glossy, beautiful paper on our coffee table. You do, of course. It was, I can still close my eyes and see it. And he also worked as a secretary of the Commission for the Inter-Ethnic Relations. And then finally, between 1991 and 98, he was appointed by the Assembly of the Republic of Macedonia as the Vice President of the National Commission for Relations with the Religious Communities. Now you have to understand that he was appointed by the Republic of the Assembly, but he didn't belong to any party, no political party. His party was Macedonia, and that was the big thing that is the big thing about my father. So, just very quickly, I just want to say that through his writing and through his work, my father, he always sought to capture the essence of what it means to be a Macedonian. So I guess he's always trying to get this idea of our struggles, of our journey and our triumphs. But I think above all, he was really trying to capture our resilience. So this recognition, thank you very much, is a testament to his lifetime achievement, I guess. But I think it's just a testament of his love for Macedonia. And we have to preserve it somehow. We just have to carry that light with us. I said in the beginning, he's the Jedi of the Macedonian diaspora. I just hope that he's not the last Jedi of the Macedonian diaspora, and that in this room we have many more. So I'm just going to finish with that. Thank you so much for the attention. Thank you.
Probably a lot of people. So this